I just ran a check up on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails.
Be right back.
Man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Like that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bag. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that. With an ass back, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab from that. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad.
Okay, sorry about that. I think it was sort of fire.
Mr. Direct Hit, I'm sad like who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like 10-fold. That's gonna make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an why you do that like that? It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bag. You ain't get too bad, my bag. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'm Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials.
I probably won't be on that long. I do got work in the morning. Tomorrow I'll probably gonna be streaming the raid. We never got to do it. Everyone else wanted to do something else, so it's just like, well, fuck it.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Yeah, really? That's all I gotta do is get him a reception? Fuck, that's easy as fuck.
Jackson on first down. He's going to take a shot right away. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks.
Yeah, because I was going to say,
so the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Throwing now, Jackson on first down, flushed out right. And takes it down deep into enemy territory. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better.
And the crowd really responded, didn't they? They always like it better when the quarterback who's scrambling around actually takes off and runs downfield. And that's exactly what he did.
Man, if I could have gotten a little faster.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Here's Jackson to throw, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown in this opening quarter as the Ravens. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He finds an opening past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Here we go. Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Dude, if they didn't want me to run, they should have really not made it too
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. He's going to take off with it. And it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens.
Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been...
Hey, what's the challenge here?
Set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. Rolling to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it. And got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 39 yards there. A big one. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. 39 yards there, a big one.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns...
Oh my God, they got a touchdown.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football.
He tripped me.
The reason why this streak has occurred,
Damn.
they come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Dude should be, should definitely be dead. My foot was in his
barely time
chest.
to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And now he's going to use his legs. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now...
Man, they scored another touchdown. Okay,
So the
so with
football
Lamar
will be
Jackson,
at
I
the
got to run for a
25-yard
touchdown.
line as this offense gets set to take over. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down. And all the way down to the 29. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. We know he's got the arm, but watch out for those wheels.
Kind of harkens back to guys they used to call the scrambler and the dodger. This guy can make it work with his legs.
Field opened up. He took advantage. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside
Lamar
the
Jackson's
30
good,
now,
but
1st and 10.
once he's running out
Now
of
it's Jackson,
fuck.
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
What the fuck?
Incomplete with 9
That's the first
seconds now
incomplete
showing
pass
on
I've
the
had
clock.
this whole game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 40. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And it's the Colts who have the lead in the second quarter. Andrew Luck has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head to Minneapolis, check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. 2 touchdown passes for Kirk Cousins there. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And currently, they are tied with the visiting Bills in that one. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Look at that beautiful throw.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone.
Custom plays, all offense. I don't play defense because I suck at it. You know, surprisingly,
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of
pretty
points on the
fucking
board.
close
We'll
to
see
me.
if that trend continues. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. He'll run it. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his right.
Damn.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw again on second down. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection.
That was so bad. That was a bullet pass. What's the percentage? I have a 6. How do I have a 66 and he has a 73?
He certainly looks to be.
That makes no damn
right
sense.
Now. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
I've only missed 2 passes.
Jackson, flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to it, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up.
That actually made me nauseous.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
I died for that,
From
bitch.
the gun, it's Jackson. He'll buy some time. Touchdown, Ravens.
What's Lamar Jackson got to do now?
Rush
for your 15, dude. Come on.
Check 13. Check 13.
Give me a minute. I gotta take trash out. Alright, sorry about that. Milo, come here. Not that one. This one right here, sorry. One more thing I have to do is give my dog his seizure medication. So, I mean, I'm technically here, but I gotta give him his medicine. Open up. Open up. Good boy. I gotta work tomorrow, and I'm going to actually...
They'll throw on first down with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 91 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. But as he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive.
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Now Jackson on first down, escaping the pressure right.
Oh, God, that was so
that
hard.
Is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because
dude,
keep
fuck
flinging
that.
it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right
Where's
side.
the pass interference there? Shit, fuck.
Incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Jackson. They'll roll him out right.
What the
He's got
fuck,
his
dude?
man. It's Andrews. And
Andrews.
he's tackled inside the 40,
You
not
fucking
quite to the 35.
pussy.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, Jackson rolling to his right. They'll try and run it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Dude, I still
From the
fucking
2 now,
fucked
2nd
them
and
off,
goal.
motherfucker.
Now Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown there to make the grab.
Oh, fuck.
After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5.
Check 53.
Now Jackson back into his end zone. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man complete. The 30, 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out.
That was such a great pass, dude.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Oh, look.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line. A well-deserved seat on the bench, if he wants it as well.
Oh, wow. I still got one play I can do.
So now we're in the
Give me
final
4
minute of the
birds.
game
Go,
in the fourth
baby.
quarter as this offense gets ready to take over.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing on first down. He's going deep for Brown.
Whoa!
That will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
Jackson to throw again. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To throw is Jackson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And got his man complete. The 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it? Yeah. This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head to head. But
that's
the virtual guys, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, we saw action to the final whistle in this one. Not only the touchdown at the end to add to their lead, then they tried to put more on top of the 2-point conversion but didn't get it.
That's someone that wants to win and by as many as possible. They don't get the 2-point conversion to add on top, but just the
Let's see the record here.
With that type of a lead already, when they didn't need to do something, that tells you what his mentality is. He's an attack, attack, attack coach. Always attack.
So for the Ravens, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the
I don't
Eagles
even care that I got
will come to
666,
town.
dude.
Meanwhile,
I
for
just
the
fucking love
Browns,
fucking teams over right now. Milo, you ready for bed? You know what you're ready for? I see your tail wagging. Why are you wagging that tail?
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey,
Ooh, excuse me. Marlon. Wait, hold on. You're actually pretty high. I want to make you an offer you can't click in order to use. I'm glad we got to keep you. This dude I probably won't keep. Nope. The rest though, probably I will probably keep because they are really high levels and I want to keep them because fuck you and everything you stand for. Oh, mid fourth rounder. Third rounder. First rounder, there we go. Who am I playing against? I'm playing against the damn I'm playing against the fucking Eagles. This will probably be my last game for the night, then I gotta go to bed.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens.
I'm still gonna win no matter. Oh, we're playing in the rain. This makes it
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
15th touchdown. I mean, it's Lamar Jackson. It's not going to be hard.
Now Jackson on first and 10, eluding the pressure right. He'll have a first down past the 40. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
Now those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll take this from one 47-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
And he's set up down around the 15-yard line. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 15.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Milo, Jesus Christ, stop farting. Holy shit. Holy fucking
So
shit
after the
you
big play,
smell.
look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Fucking hell, why do you fucking smell so goddamn bad?
So the
inside
football will be
zone.
at the 25-yard line.
So now I don't have to worry about doing this, so now I can just do this.
Jackson down on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to actually... I'm going to play the season.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say, they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense. Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Man, New Orleans is 13-4 and wow.
This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. And he's been fun to watch run the football. We know he can pass, but using his legs effectively here in this one.
No doubt about it. Watch him maneuver in the pocket, out of the pocket, making the plays that he's making, which are breaking down the defense. I thought back to when we had our morning jog before the game, and I couldn't keep up with you. Those legs.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively. After the
Oh my fucking God, why did everyone leave?
They're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time it yields a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger. And this time it cost them 2 points.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Well, what do you
it's
want
not
me
an
to
easy
do? I can't
situation.
do
You're
shit.
down early in the elements. You're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, an 80-yard touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Tucker now to add the point after. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Partner, they're up big. They snapped the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT, yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit, now you add 2 more onto that. They fake the PAT. That stings a little.
It definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for, they wouldn't be as mad at the opposition as they would have been at us for allowing that to happen.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Some man coverage is the game plan here? What the fuck?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Go. Waiting. Hey, D-Line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
On first down, it's Sanders. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders.
No way.
Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
He just ran that. What was that one guy that I was trying to be doing?
Up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to
I switched to do it and he just stood there.
The coach will have stats and scores.
And when I went to run after him, he
in
tripped.
the NFL. Working from the gun, Wentz toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Jalen Ferguson able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Wentz now on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now it's Jackson, flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I was just like, yeah, fuck, I'm gonna dodge. Like, I could have juked and probably did better, but I was like, yeah.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Tucker now for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. but condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion. All that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
All right, time for us now to discuss. Alshon Jeffrey hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter. They're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's two sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion, anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of one there. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, where you see the final score there. 24-13, the final score. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting Cleveland Browns. Baker Mayfield, a touchdown pass in the victory. And then finally, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Indianapolis Colts and the LA Chargers. In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong first half out of Lamar Jackson. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front. As we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. This short throw caught by Goddard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides. Easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Wentz on the give to Sanders, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
I don't know why I'm doing a man coverage. I'm not going to pass it.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
A second down pass.
He was grabbing
it's
me.
incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. But now it'll be third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw his
Can't get him to fuck
Yeah,
that.
he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Come on, you're telling me he
Now, if this was a
can't,
clear day in
he couldn't kick
September,
it
I'd say
that
this is
far?
well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 20 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. And let's count them up now. 1, 2. Touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just
oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to... over possession. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end
Why
zone.
did they call timeout? What
To the goalpost.
it does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Man, they ran
And
it.
he's going to get this down
They-
to the
they passed it. I
35-yard
didn't expect
line.
that.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35. Line. Shotgun now for Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and it'll bring up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, it's Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 66 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Jackson now, alluding to pressure right.
Oh, no, get out of the way, you bastard.
Couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now it's Jackson, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they?
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
No.
And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
This one taken from the 7. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Baltimore. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't... sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's Wentz to throw. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10.
What the fuck is this shit?
Line. After the interception, here's Jackson escaping the pressure right. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, 59 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a...
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit. But going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot.
No,
okay. Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this
It's not going to happen.
We can move
fucking 49-8.
To the season.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tim Williams in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go. We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together.
The big fella. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hayden Hurst, 99 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor.
Risk-reward, dude, I don't care. I was just trying to fucking pass.
But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
Wentz now on first down. And, oh, he took that.
Oh, shit, he got it.
What a grab. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Wentz now to throw. His throw incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. Hauschka's kick is good, but wait up now. A flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to draw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Well, that last run for a first down, it really should be the last straw for the defense. I don't care how many they've had in the box. They need to add more people.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
I can just simply Jackson
to throw. Flushed out right. And they get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. From the gun, it's Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first miss of the day. How much do I have? I think I have...
Brown, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Oh, that is
Line
fucking
of
hilarious.
scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. Little bite, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look at...
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. And is there bad blood here? I mean, go for 2 when you're up that much?
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone, you just don't care about the other side at all. All you care about is what you're doing, and they just want to pile up points.
They did. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions of...
Where is it? Milo, stop fucking farting. God damn. I'm gonna fucking... Gonna put a fucking damn Febreze to your ass. Holy
He's really been through the
shit,
ringer, hasn't
dog.
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really
Oh,
in
so
sync.
close.
The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
You know, they don't
This
even
defense was
try.
definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Oh, fuck that, man. I ain't doing that shit.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Flush to his right. He'll run it.
I wouldn't really know
Get it
pussy.
across the 20 before they get to him. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Going to throw again. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete.
God damn,
The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Jackson. And he's got it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a two-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
Did the same. It smelled terrible.
Wins.
And that'll be incomplete with just seconds left on the clock.
So they're going to go for a deep pass. They have a chance to intercept the ball. If they can intercept the ball and get down and call a timeout, I could probably win this game.
Now wins. He's going to let it fly.
No way!
Inside the 20. And all of a sudden they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Baltimore, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon.
Wait a minute. Week.
I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking Steve. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships.
Dude, both of those are easy.
This a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Head to hear with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game.
Oh, shit, you know what I haven't done yet? Go to my inner media questions? No, the one I need to do. Stadium?
I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
That's a 4th rounder. Fuck. That's 2nd rounder. Not bad. 3rd rounder. 1st rounder. There we go. 3rd rounder. Okay, anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know down in the comments, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.